know Scott Baldwin is your father, don't you? That's why you helped Maxie blackmail him. And it wasn't about the money. It was about getting even with him for bailing on you and your mom. Does Scott even know about you?
Baldwin knew my mother was pregnant. That didn't stop him from skipping town on us.
So you haven't told him that you're his son?
What difference would that make? Baldwin knows he's got a kid walking around the world somewhere. But the loser never bothered to pick up the phone or take 2 seconds to just answer one of my mother's letters. The bottom line is he just didn't want the hassle. So he pretended like we didn't exist. What I can't figure out is how did she put this together?
Scott is threatening to charge my stepmother with kidnapping charges unless she tells him where my mom is. So she hired a private investigator to get some dirt on him and use it as leverage. So that's what...
You want me to be the leverage? That's what this is about? You can forget that.
Logan, wait.
Oh, Simeon! What have you done to upset the fair Lulu?
You didn't do anything. I was just an insensitive jerk, and I am sorry.
Please tell me that what just happened in the hallway was a figment of my imagination, or that my alarmingly low blood sugar caused my ears to deceive me, because there is no way that the Simeon one deserves an apology from you. In fact, he's so far beneath you on the evolutionary scale that you guys aren't even in the same species.
Okay, I appreciate that, but I don't need to be protected. Logan didn't do anything wrong. I should have been more sensitive.
Okay, I guess it would be dismaying to learn that the earthworm Baldwin is anyone's parental units, but in the case of the unworthy one, the crabby apple doesn't fall too far from the tree.
You know what? I've had just about enough to go...
Stop it, both of you. That was uncalled for. Yes, Logan has an attitude, but even at his worst, he is nothing like his father. Scott Baldwin killed Rick Weber and let my mom take the blame. He drove her to a breakdown and has filed for custody so that my dad will never see her again. Scott Baldwin is a liar and a coward, so to say Logan is anything like his father is just cruel.
Baldwin's not my father. He's just some guy who got my mother pregnant and bailed.
Yes, and you've been taking it out on the world ever since. How's that working out for you? That's what I thought. So the way that I see it is you have two choices, okay? You can either let the anger continue to build up inside of you, or you can do something about it. So what's it going to be?
Come on. Who is going to believe the ramblings of some crazy woman?
I will.
What's he doing here? Wait a second. Is that the loser that you hired to impersonate my son?
There's not enough money in this world to get me to call a loser like you my father.
Ah, shut up, you. You would sell your mother if the price was right.
Back off.
You know, Lulu, I am sorry that you chose to get involved in this.
Why do you even pretend to care about me after all the ways you've hurt my family, especially my mother? I don't blame Logan for wishing he wasn't related to you.
You know, I don't know what Tracy offered you, but you do not want to go to prison for fraud and extortion, because that's what will happen if you try to blackmail me. So, take my advice before you run around town telling everybody that you're my long-lost son. You do not want me as your enemy.
I'm so sorry. I didn't know that he was going to be here. I just thought that if you had all the facts, maybe you would be interested in helping, not that he was going to be here.
I know all I need to know. Thanks.
Well, I appreciate the extra effort. It must not have been easy to hire somebody on such short notice.
Logan is from Hollingsbeck, Texas. Scott got his mom pregnant and walked out before he was born.
You're kidding. And he just showed up in Port Charles in time to help me blackmail Scott?
No, Logan's known that Scott was his father all along. It wasn't until one of his old war buddies came to Port Charles that he decided to come to town and see Scott for himself. I thought that if I showed him all the information that the investigator dug up, that he'd want to turn the tables on Scott and help you get out, but I guess I was wrong.
Well, if he really is Scott's son, he's valuable leverage.
Yeah, but you saw what happened. Logan wants no part in this.
You're a persuasive girl. You'll find a way to make him change his mind.